Oh, it's Herschel's farm.
No sweat, man. I'll catch you tomorrow night.
Or practically, I guess, the way they think every farm in Atlanta looks like. Or I guess in Georgia. Because this looks exactly the same.
Yep.
Thank God you're okay.
I was worried it'd be bad here, too.
Been quiet as usual the past couple days. Hope reckon down the way thinks his mare's gone lame, but that ain't nothing new.
I wouldn't have made it back without Chet.
Well,
Or me.
took him with you then. You've brought a couple guests.
Your boy's a lifesaver.
Glad he could be a help to somebody. So it's just you and your daughter then.
Oh, not his daughter. He's
That's the other thing, too.
just...
Is I don't know that people would be so kind in a situation like this.
Yes.
I mean, I like to
Yeah.
see the good in people, but when there's crazy things running around trying to murder everybody, and you only have so much food, the last thing you want is more mouths to feed.
Yeah.
And
I
a
think
lot
it'll
of
just-
people are more calculated than they are kind.
I think it'll just drive people towards the extremes. Either don't trust anybody or be nice to everybody.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
It'd be really hard to trust anybody, too, because, like, all the looting that would happen.
Yeah,
And
looting.
people, like, trying to take other people's stuff as they want to survive.
Oh, I didn't mean to be
Well,
silent.
Bandit parties.
Say much. Wish I had 5 just like you. What did you say your name was?
It's Lee.
Nice to meet you, Lee. I'm Herschel Green.
Wait, what's Herschel's name on the show?
Wait, this is Herschel?
I don't know. He looks nothing like Herschel. I think Herschel was
Car accident.
That's so.
in the show at this time.
I was getting out of Atlanta.
The news says stay.
No, Herschel Green.
Well, that's a mistake.
So this is
That's Herschel.
Get a guy.
That's actually Herschel.
Things you've been hearing about. On the road.
well, they could have at least made him sound like him. I mean, I understand.
I was with a police
Well,
officer.
It's hard to hire, like, the voice actors, or the
I guess
actors to
so.
be voice actors.
Awful nice guy.
Although they got Norman
Not to mention,
Reedus.
it's hard to be an actor and then go to be a voice actor, I feel like. Because
Yeah.
there's nothing to act, you just have to, like,
Especially
portray
if
your
you,
lines.
yeah, if you train in live action acting, you can like act with your eyes and stuff, and then like, but when you go into like a booth,
Looking after her
like
until we
saying something the same way you would in a
Yeah.
live action show doesn't work. They have to
So
like
I'm
tell you
thinking
how not to.
First thing tomorrow,
Mhm.
we gotta reinforce the fence around the farm.
That doesn't seem necessary.
So where's Herschel's daughters, then?
You saw on TV
I don't know. And who's this guy?
There's some serious shit hitting the
Obviously somebody who dies before you meet him. Because didn't Herschel lose a son?
I think he did.
He lost his wife and his son, I
Your
thought.
son's right. You're gonna want to fortify this place.
Stuff like that doesn't happen around here, Sean.
Dad, I'm serious. Lee, come on. Tell him what you saw out there, man.
I got chased by a couple of dead people.
You could say they were
What you think
Walking
is
Dead
right.
people.
We got plenty of chores as it is.
Lee,
Oh!
He said it.
we
He
gotta
said
do
it.
Really.
Already said okay.
Thanks, Peter.
Well, I'm all done here. It should start to feel better tomorrow.
Thanks.
If your leg gets
It's
hot
weird.
or the swelling doesn't go down, you're
That's
probably
Herschel.
dealing with an infection.
Yeah, I know.
What do we do then?
They'll probably just have to shoot you. We'll clean it, redress it, and you'll be fine.
Okay, that'd be perfect.
Clementine just gave him
There's
"you
blankets and
jerk"
stuff in
look.
the barn. Bright and early. Come tomorrow, which way you think you're headed?
Towards Macon, I suppose.
Interesting. This isn't a spoiler or anything, but I think they go to the town of Macon in the show during season 4.
Really?
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I recognize that name.
It smells like
That barn's okay now, but you don't want to be in there later.
Yeah.
manure? Like when a horse plops?
Season 2 of The Walking Dead comes out, you don't want to be in that barn.
Nope. There'll be a spoilers. There'll be a different little girl in the barn.
Yeah, no kidding. Ugh.
How far is Savannah?
Pretty far.
Oh, okay.
Seems like the way to get players emotionally invested in a video game is just give them a little girl to look after,
I know.
or just
I
some.
don't want her
yeah.
to die.
He's having like flashbacks. No one just told him that they loved
Back to
him.
Nam. Getting flashbacks back to Nam.
No, back to catching his wife.
Oh.
I just said that to you because.
Get up.
Oh, hello, creepy guy. I just said that to you because on your screen, it'll just someone will say, "I love you, baby." And I just had to clarify, it's a dream.
Spiders in your Your daddy scared them all away, huh?
No, it's that guy. He was telling them that he loves them.
Yeah.
Well, this just took a turn for the weird.
Yeah.
Better get going, or we won't hear the end of it. That's my boy, Ken Jr. We call him Duck, though.
Dodging or quacking?
Quacking.
Dad!
See?
I
The word is you were on your way to make
was gonna say that you know, for
Well, make
not to get like judgmental or anything, but for the rural South, people sure are quick to assume that Lee is Clementine's dad.
Yeah. Well,
Mate, let's see how things
in a zombie apocalypse, how often are you going to see some random
Good luck with that.
guy with some little girl that's just some random little girl he found?
I guess so.
What's the girl's
Most of the time, it's going to be her dad.
name? Clementine.
That is a very pretty
And you know what?
Thanks.
Not to be like
We should get to work.
thinking of it
Seeing what those things can
racially
do.
or anything, but if I saw a white guy
The better.
with a little white
I
girl,
want to build a fence.
I'd probably still ask if it was his daughter.
You can sit
Ah,
on the
yeah.
tractor and yell at me whenever I take a water break.
On a tractor?
Even if it was a little black girl with a white dude, I'd probably ask.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we live in modern times, Cameron.
I can
Modern
keep an
times,
eye
yeah.
on your little girl here on the porch.
There's
I'm just
nothing
saying,
wrong with that.
It's actually kind of refreshing to see a media portrayal of the South that isn't everyone's a racist.
Yeah. That does seem to be kind of like some of the stick that a lot of media types take when it comes to the South.
Yeah. Be sure to check in with everyone you've met so far.
Oh, good. I get to talk to a bunch of random people.
How you doing, Doc?
Good. I'm gonna drive the tractor. I'm the foreman. Lift with your back, Sean.
I already don't like this kid.
Is he the new Carl?
Hey, Lee.
I like how you can just look at him. Just look at Sean.
That'd be great. If you could cut those 2 guys to length, that
I don't want to talk to you, I just want to stare at you creepily.
Now I'm cutting wood. What is this, Skyrim?
Dad doesn't know how good it is.
You're gonna build a house out of that wood?
I saw a guy. in a
Chop some
car
logs, build a house in like 2 hours?
Boy, just shot him right in the face.
Was the boy one of the walkers?
I don't even know.
If you built the houses in that game?
No, I don't have any of the expansions or DLCs.
It's really
they're called
funny.
now.
Because it's just like, hey look, I have some logs and some nails, and I want to build a house. Poof! There it is.
Yep.
Oh, like you think.
Did you have to do it?
Do what?
Kill.
It's not like I'm playing another game called Warframe,
Yeah.
where you're basically space ninjas, but you can form clans, and in the clans you can build your own dojo,
I could shoot him,
and
maybe.
the dojo takes materials you find within the
I'm just
game,
glad we're getting this fence,
and then
Dad just wants to
you
keep
put them
everything
into
safe.
the different parts, and everybody can contribute, but then once it's contributed to, it takes like 12 hours to build that part.
How about you?
Okay.
How's your family?
It's a free-to-play game, so obviously, you know, you can add the money, like what you pay for to make it go faster, but, you know,
Is that one of
like-
the
Yeah.
pay-to-play
Sure.
restrictions?
That's
Not really. I mean, it's
Thanks.
mostly what that game allows you to do is either you can buy things earlier, which is not PvP, so that doesn't really matter. It's PvE, mostly. There are PvP things in it, but I haven't tried them. And then, so you can buy guns sooner, you can buy warframes sooner instead of making them. And then if you do make things, they take time, and you can make it go faster. and that's like what the money does.
You know what we need? We need a consistent consensus on what does what in video games. Like if you're certain games, W will be forward, like whichever way your game is facing, and certain games W will just be away from the screen.
I'm just thankful we don't have like the early '90s controls where like you used the arrow keys and you didn't have the mouse, and then you had to like use a bunch of random keys that were over here that you had to memorize on the other side. Oh, I hate that so much. I like my WASD.
Shots and the National Guard will do its thing. On the odd chance things got too bad, we could hop on my boat, I guess.
You've got a boat.
I'm a commercial fisherman, catching mackerel, dolphin, whatever's biting and paying. Katya wouldn't be wild about
Dolphin?
it.
Oh, I guess dolphin fish. Never mind.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal, sir.
And I think it's dolphin fish.
No.
There's a fish called dolphin fish that looks nothing like a dolphin. I don't know why it's called that.
What do you mean?
I think because it has like a round. It may have like a rounded forehead or something.
You know what you're doing? You got kids
I
here.
don't know, let's look them up.
Enjoy the melodious
I'm not playing.
sounds.
I can look things up.
The melodious sounds of Ryan's mechanical keyboard.
Click, 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 click.
We'll just say
Oh
it's
yeah,
got-
it does have a very rounded forehead like a dolphin.
Okay, that's why it's called that.
She's got a sister up in Memphis. We were coming back from visiting.
Like a dolphin.
We were in a gas station.
Mahi mahi, or common dolphin fish.
I thought he was kidnapping him. I was on the fucker in about 2 seconds and... Christ. Just lucky I was there. We saw a lot of bodies before we stumbled upon Herschel's.
Yeah, being referred to as a dolphin causes it to be confused with the more widely known marine animal called dolphins.
Calling it a dolphin makes people confuse it with dolphins. Ta-da!
Yeah, you don't say. That's like calling a there's wrasse fish,
You have such pretty.
calling them wrasse,
Gets lots of tingles.
Yeah.
like a rat.
You having a nice time with Katya, Clementine?
Yeah.
Let's talk to Herschel.
Herschel. Seriously, where are his daughters? If this is supposed to be Herschel.
Hey Herschel, how's your leg doing?
Oh, not cool. Hey, too soon.
It hasn't even happened yet. It's too early.
Too soon. Wrong kind of too soon you're thinking of there.
Headed south and hoofed it out of there.
That's a long walk.
This farm's a nice plot of land.
Had you told me 20 years ago I'd still be doing this, I would have told you that you were full of crap. Never was a plan, having a place like this. It was in the family, and I guess so was I. Family's important. It's all that matters. You agree with that?
Was brought up to, yes.
Where's your family now? Parents? Wife? Girlfriend?
No wife. Not anymore. I think she's up in Virginia now.
Sorry to hear it. But now you've got this little girl to take care of.
So he just killed his wife's lover, not her?
No, he didn't kill her.
Okay.
Yeah. I was looking for help in her house.
Can I give you a piece of advice?
Sure.
I don't know who you are or what you did, but you better become a better liar and fast.
Wait, did I lie to him?
Let's say things don't get better
I
back in the
guess.
cities, or they get worse before they do. You're going to have to depend on the honesty of strangers if you're going to make it.
Maybe you did kill your wife.
Same people get to questioning yours. You're going to be in
But it
trouble.
didn't.
So whoever you are,
Confused.
whatever you did, keep it to your damn self. But at least you have the
You
common
asked
sense to
me.
do it, man.
I know.
Oh, screaming.
Uh-oh.
I'll get my gun.
I guess my leg is healed.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, Duck. Come on, Duck.